Hey everyone, so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all a tutorial on this look. I've been super inspired by all of these like baby blue mod tones, so I wanted to create this look for you guys. I saw Lisa Eldridge and James Malloy, I believe, doing some baby blue looks, and I wanted to try my hand at one. I absolutely love this look. So in today's video, we're using some newer launches, a little bit of NARS. We have the Rise Mascara from Milk Makeup, and e.l.f. is very kindly sponsoring a portion of today's video because they recently came out with their Cookies and Dream collection. And yeah, this color story is just chef's kiss. I'll leave the entire collection linked down below for you guys if you're interested in shopping. And I hope that you guys, in general, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoy me kind of stepping out of the box, kind of doing a little bit of a different look for you guys. Like I said, I really, really like it. And let's jump right in. So for today's look, I am going, like I have this vision in my head. I've done this look once before, or hopefully like some sort of variation of this look. 90s supermodel meets 60s supermodel, which I guess there weren't really supermodels in the 60s. They were more like muses. But anyway, hopefully you guys know what I mean. So before we go into the foundation, I'm just going to prep the skin a little bit. I did use a bit of my Physicians Formula Essence of Healthy Mist. You guys know that that's one of my favorites. I actually just got a re-up that came in the mail yesterday. Now I'm going in with the Just the Cream Putty Primer. Gotta love this packaging. It's pretty adorable. But what I really like about it is, hopefully you can see within here, it is very creamy. It has a really nice buttery texture to it. And I'm only taking it right in here where I have like the most pores, just kind of like in this area. And then same thing over here. It goes on super creamily, if that makes sense, but it does set down and gives you this really nice kind of blur without it being drying, because you guys know I don't mess with that. Nothing drying is going on my face. But we will, for the base, I'm going to be using the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I like it because it sets down. It still gives a nice, again, radiance to it, but it's not overly dewy, which I feel like for this look, I want a little bit more of like a clean skin look, if that makes sense. So I am using the shade Mont Blanc, which I don't feel like is my perfect shade match. I know I have a few like shade match friends. If you're one of them and you know of a shade that you think would go better with me, just drop it down in the comments. I'm using the Single Scoop sponge from the line. Freaking adorable. I also decided to wear one of my mom's like vintage sweaters in spirit of the video, which apparently my mom used to wear it, but it used to be my dad's, which is kind of crazy. It must have like shrunk or something in over the years, like it got run through the wash or something, and then my mom started wearing it. But I love stealing both of my parents' clothes. I love their wardrobe. My dad always has like a really good flannel. It's like perfectly oversized, you know what I mean? And my mom just has the most beautiful like sweater collection you could ever ask for. So, okay, we're all blended out. You gotta love that finish. Going to use a little bit of Kosas Revealer Concealer under the eyes. Nothing new here. Then what I always do is I look crazy whenever this is going on, but I always just do my brows while I let my concealer set a little bit. I get more coverage out of my concealer, and then I save myself a little bit of time. Went a little much with the brows today, but we will just carry on. And I'm using the Patrick Ta Major Brow to set them. This stuff is freaking incredible. Just going to blend out the concealer. All right, before we jump into the eyes, for the skin, I don't think I'm gonna do much bronzer. I think I'm just going to use a bit of this blush. It is from Winky Lux. It is their rose blushes. If you guys have been on my channel for a long time, when these first released, I absolutely loved them, and I want to bring this one back out. This is the shade Crown. Look, it's kind of like a cream to powder formula, but it doesn't look too flat on the skin, which I really like. Okay, now for the fun part. So in the Cookies and Dream collection, e.l.f. came out with the Cookies and Dream palette, which is absolutely absolutely perfect. The color story for me is just so on point. You guys know I'm a huge fan of like cool tones. This color story for me is perfect. But not only that, they came out with 4 of their no budge cream eyeshadows. You guys know this is one of my favorite affordable cream eyeshadow sticks on the market. I'll leave swatches up for you guys, but the blue and the white are what I'm going to be using, I think, the most today. I was already playing around with these and I'm just so impressed by just like the saturation of color, super blendable. So let's jump in. What I think I'm first going to do, just to kind of get things going, I'm just going to use a little bit of this beige shade right here, just to get something into the crease, give us something to start with. And I'm going to be using their brushes as well. e.l.f. makes really incredible eye brushes for an affordable price. Again, I'm just gonna take this fluffier brush and put this beige right into the crease. And it's just gonna start to give us a little bit of a framework. I want to go with something a little bit more structured. And I feel like it's easier to get there if you just have something to work with first. So by defining this crease, I'm just giving myself a little bit of a framework. And what I'm also going to do is take a little bit of that beige and just connect the outer corner. You see how I'm just kind of shaping things out a little bit? This is a good way to kind of build a look without feeling like you need to just go super graphic right away. This kind of makes it a bit easier, at least for me, I've found. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with both the white and the blue. Sweet Cream is the white. And what I'm going to do is take this and put it all over the lid. Do you see how easy it is to apply this? I'm taking it all over this half of the lid, even down here as well. Then I'm just going to take a flat brush, something like this, and just pat it and blend it onto the eyes. Definitely my new favorite white cream shadow. It is so blendable, but it still has that pigment. And on the right half of the eye, I'm going to take this. And the reason I'm not doing the blue like all the way in here, all the way over is we'll get there, but I like to try and keep this inner portion of the eye I just like to have less product there. I find that it's more flattering on my eyes. And I do have an upcoming video talking about the way I do my makeup and the little tricks and tips I have to make my eyes look brighter and not as hollow, because you guys know I do have more hollow eyes, or just generally like more deep set eyes. So I personally find that staying away from the inner corner is a good way to do that. So that's what I'm doing right now. You can see I'm talking and applying, and these don't set down super fast, so you don't have to worry about it being difficult to work with. And I'm gonna start to get a little bit of an angle going out here. A little bit of a wing. You can see that there. You can tap it in with a finger. You can go in with a brush. Use a flat brush like this. It's kind of easy to like get a really clean line out here. You could certainly just use this alone, and I feel like that vibrancy is there, but just to intensify it, I'm going to go into the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to take that same flat brush and dip into the baby blue. And this is just a matte baby blue, and it's really pretty. I'm so impressed with the pigmentation. I feel like blue is like difficult to formulate, you know what I mean? So now I'm just going to set this with that blue. I feel like I've just been transported to the 60s and I'm loving every minute of it. And now I'm going to go ahead with this beigey shade again in the palette and blend out these edges a little bit more. Because I don't want it to be super, super graphic. I want a little bit more of that blown out look. I'm gonna take a little bit of the cream shade as well from the palette and just tap it a little bit into that inner corner just to give it a little bit of a better gradient. I think that helped. Personally, I think it would be really pretty to just like put on some false eyelashes and just call it a day. But I want to kind of like update this look a little bit. I think I want a little bit of smokiness on the outer corner. I'm going to use Cookie Lover, which is a chocolatey brown with a couple of little sparkles in here. And I'm just going to draw it right down here and kind of build out a wing. Also, I typically kind of like take these shadows and press it into the lash line a little bit. And again, same flat brush, using that edge. Just blending that out, just like that. And you see how like you can use the creams as well as the powders. Like you don't have to worry about them not wanting to blend in, which is great. And now I'm going to take the chocolatey brown from the palette and do the same thing. And this is really gonna ensure that this lasts a long time too. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I don't wanna go too far into this, but I'm just going to look straight into my mirror and kind of take it right into the crease to kind of give me like that like twiggy effect a little bit, but I don't want to go like too dramatic with it. I'm gonna blend this out. I just usually like to add the color, like get the saturation where I want it and then go and blend it. And it's fun. You know, I don't do these looks every day, so it's kind of fun for me to just play around a little bit. And now just taking a fluffy brush and very, very softly blending out those edges. And now I'm going to take a little bit of the blue and the beige, kind of mix those together a little bit. And then right where the brown meets the blue, I'm going to blend those colors in a little bit just to soften it up. Lastly, I just want to build up the brown a little bit more to the inner corner, just a little bit. So I'm going to take it a little bit further in. There we go. And then taking the same brush, get a little bit of the beige on there and just feather out those edges. I like it, Picasso. So definitely different than what I usually do. I'm gonna do my other eye and I'll be right back. All right, so both eyes are done. We definitely are in need of some mascara. So I'm going to first curl my lashes and I am going to tight line as well with just a black eyeliner. All right, a little bit of tight lining done. And I'm going to use the new Milk Makeup Rise Mascara. This one's really good at kind of lifting everything up. And I'm gonna go a little bit heavier than I would normally, just because I feel like this look it needs a little bit of a larger lash. Now, if you wanted to go like very mod, you could do like a lot of mascara on the lower lash line. I don't like to usually do that, but I am going to take a little bit out here. Now we have to do the lips, and I'm kind of going back and forth here. Within this collection, e.l.f. came out with a bunch of different lip products. The Cookie Crumble Lip Exfoliator is what I'm gonna start with first. I like this one because it, you know, does a good job of exfoliating, but I don't feel like it's too harsh. So this one's best like if you need a quick fix, like right before you put on makeup. And it tastes good, just so you know. It smells just like cookies and cream. This is aside from the Cookies and Dreams collection, but e.l.f. recently came out with the Love Triangle lip filler liner, and they're so good. I think I'm gonna apply the shade Light Brown and then see if I wanna do a lip gloss over it because this black lip gloss, it's the shade Cookie. It's so good. The lip exfoliator left like a really nice glide to my lips, and I'm just gonna kind of feather it in onto the lips. Look at how gorgeous that color is. Honestly, I feel like this look goes best with this lip, like not anything really glossy on top. But let's just try it. You know what I mean? We're here. We might as well try it. So again, like I said, they have 3 different shades. I'll leave swatches up for you guys. But this black is the one that I want to show you guys because, yeah, it looks kind of scary, but really all it does, and this is what I was really hoping that this product would do, is it just gives a nice kind of cool toned look to any lip product that you already have going on. So even on your bare lips, it just kind of gives it that tinge of that cool tone shift and makes all of your other lip products more versatile, if you know what I mean. So watch this. See that? How it just took the lip color a little bit cooler. This is certainly one of the standouts from the collection. The only other product I don't think I talked about was the Cookies and Dreams Milkshake Overnight Mask. I love all of e.l.f.'s overnight masks, so this is my second repurchase of the Holy Hydration. I just use this as a night cream. It's saved my skin so many times. And then I also have Dope Dream Sleeping Mask as well. And you guys were actually the ones that told me to check these out. And I definitely appreciate it because now I always have them on hand. Let's take down the hair. Let's see what this look looks like. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of the liner and kind of add a little bit more. I feel like I didn't want as much of a glossy look, so I'm gonna try and just blot it out a little bit, do something a little bit more like satin. And this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed me just kind of jumping out of my comfort zone a little bit. I really, really like this look. I'm obsessed with these baby blue tones. It gives me inspiration to kind of play around with some more fun looks, and I hope that you guys appreciate that as well. If you guys want to shop any of the Cookies and Dream collection, I will leave a shop link down below for you guys. If you enjoyed it, definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you all in my next one.